So Lithuania, and it's a small Eastern European country. It's around 3 million people there, maybe a little bit under right now. And I was born in this small town, and that's where I spent most of my childhood. It's by the border to Poland, so it's a southern small town. But I started playing euphonium. My dad got promoted to like a new job position that was in the capital city, and it's an hour and a half north of that town where I grew up. And by Lithuanian standards, hour and a half is like Pittsburgh, New York. You're talking about six and a half. That's the way you would probably see it there. So they did not want to commute, so we moved there, and I did my second and third grade in school, and that's where I started playing euphonium in the capital city. But we only spent there a couple years, and then we moved back to the house that my parents originally bought in that smaller town. But yeah, Lithuania, one of the three Baltic Sea countries. Lithuania, I would like to say, I would like to give you like a little bit more of a brass history or brass tradition, but by the time when I was growing up, there wasn't any of that. It was still a new country. So Lithuania got back independence in 1991. Before that, nobody was spending their time and attention trying to figure out what brass instrument their kids are going to be playing. So there weren't a lot of brass musicians, brass teachers, therefore not a lot of kids studying that. So it changed quite a lot in comparison to when I started playing it and where it is right now. When I started, there were barely any euphonium players, and we would not even play euphoniums, to be fair. We would use these German baritone horns. I'm not sure if you're familiar with any of those. We used to call it tenor horns, although it's not a tenor horn. It's like just a German baritone. And that would be a default instrument, and that's the instrument that I started on. And but overall, right now, the brass is very, very strong in Lithuania for the size of the country, and especially low brass. And it's probably, I would highly attribute that to international events that they would be holding. And Steve, that's where I met Steve, and he was kind of the feature, the star of the event. And because the star is euphonium player, I think that definitely impacted the numbers of euphonium players that were starting to come up. So by the time, I believe, when I graduated Royal Northern College of Music, I might have been one of the first people in Lithuanian history to graduate in euphonium performance. So that's